Hey guys, this is Cromar with TGN. I'm joined once again by Pallytime. This is going to be Game 2 between 2.0 Gaming and Zedic, Division 4 King of the League, for Week 3. And Game 1 was a pretty disastrous Summoner's Rift. We'll just leave it at that. If you haven't seen it, you probably should. It's pretty short. It's kind of one-sided, but it was fun because we saw some pretty crazy plays by this 80 carry Dietrich, who... Bad for Zedic. Dietrich has gotten an 80 carry once again, this time in an ARAM. So looking forward to see what he can do with that.
I would like to point out that everyone on the blue team has a skin, so clearly they're going to win this game. Clearly.
That's actually a great point. Besides the fact that skins equal skill, it just means that these players all obviously play their champions.
Other than
unless
that.
they just bought it for fun. I don't know.
Other than that fact that skins equal skill. Yeah, absolutely.
Skins equal skill. Yeah, well, everybody knows that.
I have all the skins. I'm the best player ever at this game, obviously.
Oh, that's true. I mean, no one's going to dispute that. You don't even need to say it. It kind of goes without saying, you know what I mean?
I know.
But in terms of the roles, we have Ham, this guy who's normally the top lane player, picking up the mid lane, swapping with Coco Husky, who is normally the mid lane player. So taking the Annie and the Riven respectively. Banksy has no mana and is kind of caught, but managed to survive just barely. I think they saw that bomb ticking over his head and they said, never mind, not worth it. And filled my bottle going a little bit deep. Arion's getting burst, and oh my god, so much AoE, and Arion dies. So on Zedic, Arion's Mr. First Blood there is swapping with the support. Normally, Arion's AD carry, and Flair is a support. Flair is the team captain. But they swapped, and they took the Kog'Maw and the Taric, and by took, I mean, received, because it's an ARAM.
What do you think of Zillion in an ARAM situation, especially on their AP carry, their team's AP carry?
Yeah, he is their team's AP carry, and there's a dive from Laws of Physics. The moment you said that, what I think is that Laws of Physics is going to get a kill on him.
I just mean as a champion that you get. I mean, I think he could be
mean.
Crazy strong in a situation like this.
Yes, he could. They need Smooth Zero to get fed. What they need to do is stall, because they need to wait for the game to go on long enough for Smooth Zero to get really strong, because he's playing Jax, and Jax is not a great champion for this, and especially in the early game, but he does have the opportunity to, to be a serious hyper carry for the very late game. But he has to make it to that point.
They are not afraid of diving that tower, though. Everyone on the team going in, taking a few hits.
Well, that's what Lee Sin does, dive in, kill somebody, jump back out. He's just crazy like that. So there you go.
And Diana, another really strong pick, just because of her ability to keep someone in the same spot for so long. Can really lock down a player if they get caught out of position. But she hasn't had an opportunity to do that. I mean, Red Team's been under their tower this entire game so far.
Not quite. And most of her damage is centered around her R, her ultimate, which is practically spammable if you land your combo properly. So, once she hits level 6, she's going to be a huge factor. Anyway, much more AoE damage. Flares in the back, gets picked off. Or what is it with Kog'Maws getting picked off in the back of things? That's what it does. It's a theme the last two games.
It is.
And fill up my bottles, Shen escaping. Fill my bottle normally with support, but of course they didn't land a support. They got a Shen, who is, I guess he's a support, but that's not really what you want Shen for.
No,
Harassing on Smooth Zero. Look at that dive. Look at a crazy person.
Barrier.
Pulled back into the well, and hey, I'm this guy with a...
I was going to say the barrier will go down and save Jax, but Annie had more plans, man. She was like, nah, I got a Q. Ain't no thing.
Nope. You're done. You're done, son.
Annie not even level 6 yet and has 3 kills. That's crazy.
That's our all Q pick. That's crazy. You're absolutely right. And what she's doing, what Ham this guy is doing, and why he's been the all-star this game, is he's saving up his passive and waiting for the perfect opportunity for a W stun, which is not only shredding their team, but it's keeping them stunned for so long. Mm-hmm. And then they can combine that with a Shen taunt if they want, and the Riven combo, which has just stuns all over it. And they're in a really good spot, even without level 6. But speaking of level 6 and Riven, Coco Husky is 6 now. So the next play is going to be absolutely devastating for Zedic, as if they all haven't been so far, right? And
I don't know how much Annie's going to be able to do in the next team fight, though. I mean, that's kind of the curse of ARAM. You're stuck in the lane for so long. There is a dive going on under the tower, but Lee Sin cannot get away this time.
Yeah, I don't think that Dietrich was, or not Dietrich, but 2.0 Gaming was really ready to follow up on that. And also, hey, I'm this guy getting caught, a little bit caught. But I think he just wanted to go by, like you said. Yeah, you did call it. But I think he just wanted to go by. So he's like, hey guys, how you doing? I think I'll just die. So anyway, a little bit of a dive from Smooth Zero. Dietrich's now in a perfect position for a bullet time in a 1v5. My freaking god. Zillion using the ult on Smooth Zero as predicted and pursuing that kill, but barrier saves, and here comes Laws of Physics. And they still can't kill Dietrich's. What the hell? I mean, it's just like there's a curse. There's a curse on their whole team. Curse of can't kill Dietrich's, and Flair is getting murdered by a Sonic Wave combo.
That was a very, I think he hit that on the last millisecond he could to get a double kill. I mean, that was a very long pause in between.
Yeah, it's true. It was, actually. Absolutely. But he deserved it anyway, because it was a nice play.
That Misfortune ult didn't do a ton of damage, but it was one of the most well-placed Misfortunes ult I've seen in a long time. I mean, it hit every single person.
And they all had to run away. It was so great the way they had to spread out. Because anyway, Coco Husky going deep, taking those tower hits, and the combination of Coco Husky and Laws of Physics does get a kill on Arion, but they're too low to really tank the tower. And they do lose another one on the way out, and Dietrich's now still alive, staying in the fight, possibly to finish Flares. He does. And Banksy gets the Ignite on there, so we know that he's going to die, so we might as well stay in, right? With Flares picking up a couple of kills on the passive. Now, 2.0 Gaming, having just eked out that team fight, they have an opportunity to take this tower.
Absolutely.
Which I'm sure they will.
Well, Tarek, he might come in and save the day. We don't know.
Yeah, Arion might save the day.
I mean, really, they don't have any AD up right now.
Yeah, that's true. No, you might be right. And fill up my bottle going deep. He stole that first aid kit, and it turned out to not be worth it. So you were right. They weren't able to save the tower. Go Tarek. Or they weren't able to destroy the tower, excuse me. And partly because they didn't have an AD carry up. They just had...
I think it was mostly because they didn't have an AD up, honestly. Yeah. I think that was the main reason.
That was the main reason. Anyway, this guy getting super, super dove right there. That might actually work out really well for Zedic if they can keep doing that. Smooth Zero's a little bit low. Dietrich smells blood. Where's bullet time? There's bullet time. Oh, my God. Just wait till Dietrich's get fed. It's going to be just crazy. And Smooth Zero getting picked off in the back. Flares trying desperately to run away. There's a flash to get the kill. Who's he gonna one shot next? Is it gonna be Arion? Is it gonna be Arion's? It's gonna be Arion's one shot, 2 shots it took to get the kill. And he does get the double. Here comes Fill My Bottle to try to continue it. And check out K-Ax getting that getting the triple kill somehow. I didn't even see that one coming.
Look at that control on Shen right there. I mean, the Zillion ult was down. It was perfect. It was perfect.
Yes. He waited for the little yellow glow to disappear before he went in. That's just a perfect play. I mean, everybody should be able to do that with practice, but it is still hard to resist. It's so hard to resist.
It is.
You get that bloodlust in your eyes, and you're like, he's low, must go, continue, chase singed. You know, it's all that stuff.
I am very subject to the chase singed mentality, I have to say.
And Laws of Physics going a little bit deep, taking those tower hits, tanking like a boss, though.
That Annie damage, man. Oh, man.
Annie damage. Panda Annie, one of my favorite skins. I have that one. I love that skin. And going with crazy AoE damage and getting those kills. Locked down, and they're still pushing the tower 5-on-3. The res timer is getting high enough now, due to leveling and whatnot, that they can actually get some territory after kills. So that's a big change.
Yeah, up until this point, kills haven't really meant anything. It just means that the enemy team is able to go back and buy. Yeah,
absolutely. So they caught Flares, and K-Hacks tried to make something out of it. I think that they got nothing, or did they manage to pick off Shen? They did. Actually, the time bomb from Banksy did finish off Shen in the back. So, good for them. And let's see if Smooth Zero can pursue this. He's going to jump right on top of Heian, this guy. The burst most likely going to kill him. He's so low. There it is with the Jax making the finish. Laws of Physics at almost nothing. Smooth Zero pursuing like crazy, but Dietrich's in a nice position to, plug away at him.
I was going to say,
and there's a ton on Arions.
This Misfortune's positioning is really, really good. Really, really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, he knew exactly where to go in terms of being aggressive versus defensive. He was deep past 2 people, but it was because he was past those 2 specific people who were very low that he knew he could stand there safely. And that way it prevented the escape. And there's Banksy. Oh! A little bit of a missed time on the auto attack, and Banksy manages to ult his way through that Misfortune damage, and Dietrich's finally dying.
We were talking about how good his positioning was, and then we look back and he's surrounded by 3 people. I was like, oh.
He gets caught by 3 people, yeah. I think he wanted to spend all that gold he had saved up personally, but I don't know. Maybe you're right.
He is picking up a Zeal and a Sanguine Blade, the Bloodthirster equivalent.
Sanguine Blade. BF sword.
Is it a BF sword and a Bloodthirster? No, it's just
it's a BF sword and a Vamp Scepter. You get what I'm saying? It's a BF sword item, which means it has a crap load of 80 damage on it. attack damage on it, and it's a solid item for any AD carry, especially one like Dietrich's, who's going to make great use out of it. We saw Caitlyn last game on Dietrich's where he had that lifesteal, and he would just stay in that fight forever, because every time he was one hit away, he would attack one more time and get that health back.
Yeah, it was ridiculous how long he could take that pressure from the other team. It was ridiculous.
Yes.
Well, it is gearing up to look like a 5v5. Shen is going to try to land a taunt there, but falls just a little bit short and takes absolutely no damage from that Zillion bomb. Absolutely none.
I think he actually has 150% resistance to damage. He actually gains health and big damage. Anyway, Smooth Zero kind of caught, and there's the bullet time damage. Smooth Zero getting annihilated. Zillion's ult not back up in time to save him either.
But that bullet time was
our only hope right
probably the worst one we've seen this game as far as hitting potential targets, but it still did a ton of damage. I mean, he's getting a lot of kills, and the more items he gets, I mean, like you said, that's just going to make it even more devastating later on down the road.
Yeah, absolutely. And
John Madden, touchdowns.
Dive behind the tower. Thanks a lot for that insight there, Mr. Madden. Laws of Physics going deep for players. Probably going to die to this dive, but I think he's perfectly fine without having picked up kill on Zillion as well. And Smooth Zero for revenge. Is he going to build a one-on-one Dietrich's? No, he is not.
I really thought if anyone could do that, it would have been Jax, but wow, Misfortune just shooting a hole through his chest like it was nothing.
You are right,
Is that
sir.
an execute? Is that an execute? That was an execute. I feel like Tarek could have gotten that. I feel like he could have stopped that.
Perhaps. Either way, it was a nice move by Haying this guy, and they finally finish off Dietrich's after he got their tower.
Two red towers down, and open inhib awaits them. The red team has to push now. They have to make something happen now. I mean, there are still some... Oh, wow. Riven going in with the stun.
Yeah, he just decided to end it all, man. He's just like, goodbye, cruel, howling abyss. I'll take a death here. I don't care.
Wow. That was... I know that you have to go back and buy, but I feel like there are better ways to go back. But then again, he died in a position where by the time the enemy team pushes up to his turret, he'll probably be respawning. So
True.
I guess that is good.
Which, he's just what you said, he's respawning away. KX trying to defend against this push. It's not going well. They already lost their AD carry. Smooth Zero still barely alive. The Zillion ult will trigger. Nice one, Banksy. And here comes Smooth Zero to jump on top of him. This guy gets saved by the Shen ult. May still die to the Ignite. No, he has lasted the Ignite.
I thought he was going to get away. I thought he was going to get away. I saw Riven go in with the stun, and I was like, he's going to make it.
But yeah, no. Fill up my bottle did pretty well. I mean, obviously his ult was perfect, but he did his job of tanking. That's what tanks do, right? They take all the damage, and for some reason, everybody just loves attacking Shen. So he did his job really well.
That's a very questionable play by Riven there. Diving onto the tower.
Might fall to that damage. The barrier is going to save her.
Oh my god, everyone ignored Dietrich's while they went after Coco Husky. Oh, it was so good. And the Iron Will saving Laws of Physics from the volatile, whatever the hell it's called, the Kha'Zix passive rather, and K-Hax dealing with Dietrich's, who is completely out of mana. I think he has enough for a double up. That's about it. But not enough for the AoE.
Jax is back up. He's still such a low level. He can respawn so fast.
Yes. He is way behind Dietrich's. He's going to go dive deep on Laws of Physics. This is not well. I do not advise this.
No.
A little bit of a slap fight, and he just gets kited to death.
They're still trying to chase Lee Sin, and he uses his ult. Oh, man.
Oh, boy. That was painful to watch. Laws of Physics still alive.
I think this game is just cementing the notion that you have to focus the AD carry. You can't be going chasing Lee Sin when he can just get away from almost anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, look at who's the first to die in almost all of these engagements. It's Kog'Maw. Yes, he doesn't have very many escapes, but he also has the potential to do the most damage on the team at this point.
True. Absolutely true. And Smooth Zero kind of got caught and comboed by Annie, and completely ineffective in that fight. They focused the hell out of him. I think they identified that once Kog'Maw is down, Smooth Zero is their top choice, And they focused him perfectly. So we're seeing a really good focus. Oh, check out the Zhonya's on cast. That was
very
nice.
good Zhonya's.
Dodged the Windstorm, so I'm happy about that. I'm pretty proud of that.
Misfortune is taking some tower hits right now and is getting pressured by Kog'Maw, but she just does not care. No fucks are given today.
He had double up. Oh my god. And the Zillion bomb. Oh my
now
god. Double
ulting
time
them
in the
at
well.
the respawn.
That double time in the freaking well. Jax pops up and he's like, I'm already taking damage. I just came to life, guys. Give me a break. Flares and Banksy have no health. But I think they finally got Dietrich. No, Dietrich is just retreating with no health. Anyway, barrier. Smooth Zero chasing, and the barrier does keep her alive just long enough to kite him down. And Arion's now going face first. Banksy caught by the anti-Q.
How are they all still alive? Finally.
I don't know. Banksy's bombs are the only thing that can finish them off, it seems like. I mean, every time someone dies, it's because of that. Also, K-Hack's getting a kill. That contradicting what I just said. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Jerk. That's why I pronounced your name wrong on purpose, you jerk.
I think he could get Riven here, but he decided to go back to protect the Nexus. That's the right thing to do. Don't get me wrong. But now, the Shen ult. I didn't even see the animation for the Shen ult.
I don't even know what happened. I mean, it's hard to tell, right? I mean, Coco Husky has his own shield, so it's hard to tell which one's which. But fill my bottle, trying to ward off this Smooth Zero while Loss of Physics comes in. Now it's a 4v2, though. They should probably back off. But
or they'll continue to walk forward.
Or continue to walk forward. I mean, there's that too. And Smooth Zero gonna finally lock him down. Yeah, I don't know what Philip was thinking there. His bottle is empty now, and here comes Loss of Physics kicking.
I see what you
Smooth.
did there.
I know. It was such a stupid joke. I don't even know.
His bottle's empty now. Oh, that was so clever.
My body, yeah. You get to his bottle is like his health pool. It's empty, and Dietrich's slugging out with flares.
Oh, he is gonna get the kill. Zillion did ult Kog'Maw in that bush, and he just stealth revived it there. That was pretty cool. That was a good play.
Nice. I like that one. Yeah, it's hard to 1v1 Kog'Maw no matter how far ahead you are.
He just has so much damage, but because of that damage, he sacrifices mobility and just ways to escape in general. That's why I don't like him much.
Yeah, he's hard to play, but I like playing support with a really difficult to protect Kog'Maw because it's so rewarding if it's a good player to take advantage of that and see what kind of damage you can do if you can protect them. It's very rewarding. So
they're opting to go for kills right now rather than focusing the Nexus down.
Yeah, they need to finish this off. I mean, this is just getting sad. But they do occasionally give up kills here because they're not concentrating.
Well, I mean, I wanted to say it was still fairly early in the game, but I guess it's not. We have most players sitting at level 16, level 15. So the respawn time should be pretty long. So, I mean, I guess getting the kills would give them more time to secure the Nexus kill, but I honestly think they could just focus it down, no problem.
Yeah, they need to be careful. Coco Husky diving the pool, going to take a laser hit, and that's going to be it for him. Hailing this guy with a finisher and dying in the process. So sorry, Coco Husky, kind of blew that one. But
they're doing the mistake that I see in my terrible games all the time of, oh, hey, let's all run in one at a time. That'll go well, you know. Yeah. 1 versus 5, who cares? It's fine.
It's the old-fashioned line dance, right? Mm-hmm. One at a time. Anyway, Dietrich's smacking Banksy across the face with that shot. And send them off. Let's see if they can push this in. Flares.
You know, even though this...
shredded.
Wow. That is a ton of damage. Even though the blue team is making these mistakes and going in one at a time, the red team just doesn't... They aren't able to make up enough ground to really have any impact on this game. They're completely pushed back.
They can't push back. They can't push back. They're just trying to get the mobs out of their base before everybody's back up alive, fighting again. Anyway, Smooth Zero trying to go deep on Dietrich's, failing. Getting peeled. He's almost
Where's
dead
the bullet
now.
time? There it is!
There's the bullet time. Oh my god. Blowing up both Jax and Tarek there with that combo. Now it's great. And then the Dragon's Rage setting up a kill, which Dietrich was more than happy to take. Let's see if he wants to go for a quadra, picking off Banksy. It may be a little bit too long on that timer, I think. Physics jumping in. And Dietrich says, never mind, it's too late now. But Kukosi stole it anyway, so it's all good.
Burning Bazillion
Nexus, I assume. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, Dietrich's.
Come on.
Why?
Kill the Nexus.
Oh my god, are you really doing this to me, guys?
Just saying.
Well, a triple kill from Zillion, that was all skill.
It's a little bad-mannered, a little bit. I'm just putting that out there. You should have just done the gentlemanly thing and ended the game. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. They're obviously feeling confident in their abilities at this point. Like I said, the red team's been pushed back so long, and they aren't able to effectively push their lane. So I guess I'd be feeling pretty confident in my abilities at this point too. But yeah, in the game, guys, do the right thing. I'm still really, I don't know if impressed is the right word. Maybe confused, confused as to why there isn't more of a gold discrepancy. I mean, 56 kills to 38 is like huge.
Yeah, it's just the ARAM stats, the way it works. I mean, there's so much passive gold.
Yeah.
And the gold per kill is so low that you can't get that huge of an advantage. Maybe one individual can. It doesn't happen that often. And when it does, it's totally insurmountable because there's no way for you to stall and gold up, right? Because
Yeah.
if you stall, they're making exactly the same amount as you are. So what the hell good that gonna do, you know? And now they're gonna finally take the Nexus. I hope. End it, guys. It's been fun. Everything, all good things have to come to an end.
It's been fun.
So thanks, thanks, Pallytime. So that was game 2, going to 2.0 gaming in Division 4 King of the League Week 3. So thanks a lot. See you next game.